Hello, I'm Jomica, and welcome back to BrokeRock Season 3, Get Off My Lawn. This is Episode 6, and we have 2 more people that we need to add to the comment list. If I can find some signs, I guess there they are. We're going to add them. If you would like to be added, be sure to leave a comment down in the description below, and I can get you added to the list here. So we got Michael and Colton Sorrels. Thank you both for your comment. And yeah, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started on today's episode. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you like today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on all this stuff. We build this pathway today, and we build a little sugarcane farm over in that direction. Today, we are going to start off, I think, by doing a sugarcane farm, because sugarcane is one of those things that you need a ton of. You can trade a lot with the villagers, and I think we're going to go ahead and put it right in here. We're going to have a pathway going out from this pathway out to the iron farm, which is currently not working. And then on either side of the pathway, we're going to have a bunch of sugarcane farm. I think I'm going to do a flying machine, or one flying machine on each side, and that will go ahead and harvest all the sugarcane. I'll start out with it manual. Basically, I'll come over, flip a lever, it'll send the flying machine off, and then I could just run through and pick up all the sugarcane. Eventually, we may add like a collection system at the bottom and go ahead and do that automatically, so we don't have to worry about getting sugarcane ever. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to place a path going out. Actually, I'll probably start from that side and come in. And then after that's in place, we could go ahead and place a bunch of grass. You are coming after me. And then after that grass is placed, we can go ahead and place the sugarcane in and get the farm going. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that path. We'll do a quick little time lapse for that and get the grass in and get going on this sugarcane farm. Alright, well, in the time lapse, I definitely forgot to put on the resource pack, so one of the little clips is without the resource pack. But I also went ahead and placed in all of the leaf blocks and the sugarcane, and that is basically a completed farm. It does work, but it's all manual, and it's pretty annoying to gather it. So if we came in here and just kind of went like that, we'd have to run down each row and collect it all manually. So what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna do that now. I'm not really sure, I haven't planned it out completely, But I want to add in little sweeper arms that will go down and chop down all of the sugarcane. So we could just push a button, both sides will fire, it'll chop it all down, and I can just collect it manually. The next step after that would be to add in a collection system, but that's a lot more work than I may have time for this episode. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with the sweeper arms. I also need to figure out what I want to do on this end here. I think I want the sweeper arms to start, kind of be tucked away in the head here, maybe back here. They'll just be hanging out waiting. And then when we push a button somewhere, I think eventually we'll change that to an observer of some sort. These will fire, shoot off, go all the way down to the end, and then once they get to the end, they will automatically return back to their little station there. So I'm going to go ahead and get to building those, and I'll join you back once I have one of them built, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to go ahead and get started on it, and then I'll show you what I got. So one thing I know I needed was slime. I have 14 slime balls, which is not going to be enough. I need a bunch of slime things. What are they called? Not slime balls, but the blocks. Oh, slime block. Okay. We have the 4 pistons and 4 sticky pistons we'll need. We do need some observers. And I also wanted to get some end rods. Is there an ender chest? Oh, there is. Because we're going to need that for the design of the pathways. And why don't we go ahead and just get 4 of these, just for now. And then I am going to try and see if somebody is selling slime. I think Birch Church is selling some. 5 iron for gold. 3 iron, anything. All right. So yeah, that is the Birch Church right there. I wanted to try and find another place that maybe is selling slime, just so I could compare prices and see. So why don't we just take a look in here real quick and see if they are selling anything I want. Oh, they're selling iron. We have iron, diamond armor, diamond tools, food, a whole bunch of books. What do we got up here? Terracotta, obsidian, Birch Church approvals. What is that? Oh, signs. Red brick, jack-o'-lanterns, ender pearls. I may need some jack-o'-lanterns. Actually, those don't light up, do they? For me. Let me try. I'm just testing the merchandise, don't mind me. Yeah, those don't light up for me. So we won't use those. More books. More books. Is there not slime anywhere? They have a huge slime farm. I figured that they would have some slime. They have tons of wool. Flame, mending. Yeah, they got a bunch of mending books. So no slime, huh? What is that? Staff only, okay. Alright, well I'm going to continue my search. I'm hoping that somebody is selling slime. If not, I'll have to message someone, see if they have any that I can buy off them without a shop. Like that little flower. Well, we got this observer redstone shop here, and instead of making my own, I'm going to go ahead and buy one. 8 per diamond, so we got that. Got some lamps, a whole bunch of other redstone stuff. I don't know who owns this shop, but it is here. I have 1, 2, 3, a couple more shops to take a look at, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So turns out I'm just blind. Birchmart is definitely selling slime. They have 1 stack for 1 diamond. Yeah, that's pretty good. I knew they had a ton of slime, and no one else is selling slime, so Maybe we get into competition with them someday. Although I did a slime shop last season. I'm not really in the mood to sell anything. I think I'm kind of in the building mood this season. So we'll see. Maybe in the future we could go ahead and set up some sort of shop. But for now, I'm just going to continue building the base and getting everything that I need. So yeah, we're going to head back. And I think I have all of the items I need to go ahead and build the sweeper arms. So we're going to get to the base and we can go ahead and build that. And this is already coming together. Nice little nether hub that's going to be built actually tomorrow by the time you guys see this video, if I get it out on time. There is a stream day, so be sure to check out everyone's Twitch. I think, is this my base? Yes. Yeah, everyone's going to be streaming on Twitch. I will leave everyone's info in the description, and you can go ahead and join. I won't be able to join this time. I'm hoping to hopefully join the next one. I've been super busy, and we always do stream days on Saturdays. And lately, my Saturdays have been super busy, so I've missed the last couple stream days. But yeah, be sure to check everyone out. Links again are in the description, and we're going to go build those sweeper arms. Alright, we have the sweeper built. It's going to be kind of like this. We have the glass piece here. We have the slime blocks going across. Slime blocks going across there. Glass piece at the edge here. And I have not tested this, but we're going to go ahead and push the button and see what happens. And the answer is nothing happens. Let me actually pick this up. That may be because I don't know if that is actually doing the observer thing. There we go. Just put that in. It is going. And everything is shooting across. So that should get to the end. I have already pre-placed an obsidian block at the end. Hopefully it's in the right spot. When everything gets over here, it should stop at this point. I'm hoping I dug out enough in the back so nothing gets caught and we don't start moving blocks, because I don't really want to rebuild that thing again. It's not a difficult thing to build. I just don't like rebuilding flying machines. And then when that gets over here, we can go ahead and place the observers. It'll be a little bit easier on this side. So basically what will happen is when it stops here, the observers will fire and it'll restart it and send it in the other direction. On the other side there, we'll probably want to move the observer that starts the whole thing a little bit further away, just with a piston. And then when we push the button or whatever, it will shoot it off. So that is looking good. We are going to have to move this one more. And yeah, I think we're okay with everything. We're going to want the observer right there. And then yeah, it'll kind of wrap up and around back into this piston. So when we fire that piston, it'll shoot it off in the other direction. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We'll clear that out. And then we'll go ahead and place that button back. And if we did this correct, push that button, it should send it all the way back. And there we go. Just kidding. Is that because the button was on there? That's interesting. Let's go ahead and... Where do I have this piston? I do. I have 3 of them. So if we do that... Alright, it is sending it back. It's a little bit slow. Not the most lag-friendly thing. But when it gets back there, it should actually send it back this way. So if we go 1, 2, 3... and then we go 2, and then 2 more like that. When it gets back here, it should send it back one more time. And then here's what I was talking about with the piston. We're going to do it on the other side, but just for now, so we can stop it, we are going to do this. And then we'll push the button here. So that will pull it back, and that should prevent it from moving. And when it comes back over here, it will not shoot off. So I'm going to get a lever, and with that lever, we can kind of adjust things as we want. But yeah, I will go ahead and wait for that to come back, and we can go ahead and make sure that it stops where we want it to stop. All right, we are almost back. Put the lever in, and when it gets here, it should stop. Actually, I'm debating, I don't know if it's actually going to work if we put the observer in. So it'll stop here, everything's good. If we put that back, okay, it does. So this is all working just fine. We're going to send it off one more time that we really don't need to do. I'll go ahead and pick these up, and we can actually ride this also. So yeah, that is that sweeper arm complete. Everything is all good there. All I'd have to do is run through here, pick everything up, but of course my pockets are full. So I'm going to collect all that stuff. I'm going to get the other side built, and then we can figure out a way to kind of enclose those. I guess that's going to turn into his mustache somehow. But we'll have to design this, make it work, or it does work, but make sure it looks good and continues to work. And I'm going to get started on that right now. We had a little misfire, and it did stop. That's weird that it stopped. So yeah, I don't know what I did. I broke something. I think I broke this piston, and it fired that. But it started going, and then it stopped randomly, which I don't know why it stopped. It should have kept going. It made it that far and was okay. So I guess let's go ahead and get some obsidian so we can block it on both sides. That way we don't lose it. Let's go ahead and... all this is from that one side. This is from the second side. So we're getting tons of sugarcane. I should have some more obsidian. I guess if not, I have a little bit more hanging around. So yeah, we need... should just be 2 more. If we put 1 over here, so that'll be 1, 2 on the 3rd. Can go ahead and get this in place. So 1, 2, 3. Place obsidian. Go ahead and pick up that. Let's head back over. And then we'll place this obsidian, and then we can place the final 2 pieces, which is just the piston and the observer. That one should go right there. If all goes well, I don't think this is going to fire, but we'll try. So shoot that. That starts shooting at the opposite direction, which isn't terrible. So it should stop right in line with the face here. That looks good. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out how... I guess we'll just go ahead and build up the observer tree thing. And I moved the observer here so we could just push that button. It'll shoot it off. And I think what I want to do, instead of going up and over, I'm actually going to go down and under on this side. And then I'll do the same thing over there on that one, and then same thing on that side. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll join you back, and it should be all done as far as the sweepers go. Alright, test number 2. I got this set up here, so when it comes in, piston will shoot, fire that off and send it on its way, which it is doing now. You can go ahead and pick all this up. It should get to the end and stop on that obsidian. And then from there, I can go ahead and place the remaining observers. And then that'll be a sugar farm, semi-automatic sugar farm complete. The only thing left is the collection of the sugarcane. So yeah, you should stop. There we go. You are stopped. And now I'll go ahead and place those observers. We'll send it back. And I actually need to make sure that it doesn't just keep going back and forth because, yeah, we kind of want to control it and not always use it. So I'll get that finished up and it should be good to go. Alright, I just realized the last clip I was calling it a sugar farm. It is definitely a sugarcane farm. But I went ahead and added in a little bit of design for the pathways. We have both sweepers set up, and I did a little bit of AFKing overnight to get ready to get that iron farm going. Next episode, maybe the one after. We do have a little bit of iron in here, and we have like a double chest set up. It's not completely full, but it's pretty full over here of iron blocks. So I think what we're gonna need is like 100 stacks or so, somewhere around there, some ridiculous amount to go up. It's basically 1 stack per ring. So if we go up Y level 100 and what is it, 80 or so, we need 100 more stacks. So yeah, we need a lot of iron. But let's go ahead, we'll make it daytime, and then we'll go ahead and fire this off. I made a little button so we can just push it and everything will work. So here's the button here. It'll go through and send off both at the same time. So they both fire, and they are still working. I'm not sure why they would break, but they're doing their thing. And yeah, we'll go ahead and collect that when they're all done. And we'll have tons and tons of sugarcane. I think this one is full over here. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, pretty full. I traded with some villagers up top there. Those are kind of my cartographers that I'm using to trade the sugarcane. And next episode, maybe the one after that, at some point, we'll get the automatic collection below all set up. I'm probably going to have to take apart most of the farm in order to do that, but at least we'll have manual collection and we can be getting our sugarcane just by clicking a button and then collecting it. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you liked today's episode, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to check out the BrokeRock stream day tomorrow. Again, all of the information will be down in the description. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.